All right, this is part two of what just happened. Anyways, so the Wi-Fi went out, unfortunately. But anyways, let's go ahead and see if we can. There you go. So let me take a look here. Fingers crossed this won't melt my computer. All right. I think everything should be good now. Cool beans. So anyways, now that we're done with that, I'm going to go ahead and get started with the game. So if the stream does go out, sorry, that is not me. That is simply my computer. Not my computer. Wi-Fi. Being stupid. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So basically, I'm playing the 2023 version just because my goal is to try to get as many achievements as possible. The last time I unlocked an achievement was more than a year ago. It's January 24th, 2025. So let's see if we can do that. I obviously did get a little bit of a head start. You can see. Ignore the cell moving at Mach speeds. Yeah, so let's just play for a little bit. Let's see what we can do. Looks like a tornado just spawned over there. Oh, wow. Look at that. So magnets market spike. F4s pay 4 times more. That's actually crazy. I have like almost 400 F4 samples. All right, so my goal is to get at least 500 of each samples. I already have 500 F2 samples, which is good. I almost have 350, or I have around 350 of F3s and F4s. I don't have any F5s yet. Whoa. Whoa, that is a lot scarier. It must be the rain, no? Alright. Alright, that's some lightning over there. Lots of rain now. Tornado should be somewhere to the left of us right now. We're making good progress right here. I could just cut straight through this place, but I'm not gonna. Looks like there's a... That might be the tornado. It might be roping out, or there might be two on the ground, actually. Yeah, this is we're gonna have to... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. We're gonna have to cut through. Boom! We're gonna cheese everything. Whoa! Oh, that is the tornado. I just realized. Oh my god. It's right next to us. Alright, we gotta get into the path. I don't know in which direction it is going, but it looks like there's two. There's one that is huge right in front of me, and then there's a smaller one right behind it. Looks like we've got some sort of twins. Alright, let's go ahead and get in position. That is going to be incredibly tricky. Alright. This is not looking too good for us. Alright, let's try to get into position. Looks like the wind is picking up. It's right next to us, so let's just be careful with that. Alright. We gotta keep going in this direction. It looks like it's sending us to intercept the other one, I'm not gonna lie. Whoa. We're getting a lot of F1 samples, a lot of F2 samples. That's always good. Looks like we might have to try to get ahead of this one as well. Wind speeds are picking up drastically. Let's just stay inside the truck for the audio. It is loud. Alright. It's gonna put us in between. We're like wedged in between two tornadoes right now. Uh-oh. Rough terrain. That's not good for us. Alright, we should be okay. That's pretty strong. That's pretty strong. Alright, we're gonna try to get ahead of it now. Keep ourselves upright. The wind speed is reaching about the limit that we should really even be around. I think my truck can handle up to 150. So we're actually pretty close to the threshold. Alright, looks like it's right here. I'm not gonna lie. Alright. Alright. Looks like the tornado is right over us. Like, literally right over us. I don't even know where to go. Let's just get out. My goodness. Lots of F2 samples right there. Alright, let's get right here. Alright, let's try to get ahead of it now. We got 100 and something. So, whoa. Hold on. Just 1 second. Alright. We need to get ahead of the tornado again. However, this time it's a little bit more complicated because now we are basically behind it. Ouch. So we're going to have to try to race it to an intercept point once again. But also, we're kind of being bogged down and tossed around a little by the wind speeds. F1 pays 2 times more. Alright, we're at around 140. We're towards the side of it, so we should be okay. If we just keep up this pace, I see some uneven some terrain here. Okay. Should be okay. That should be okay. We just gotta keep going forward. Keep going forward. We're gonna try to intercept it once again. So, where is it now? It looks like it's over there now. Good. So, we're gonna keep going forward. Looks like there's some road ahead. That's good. I think that's road. Don't really know. The wind is picking up, meaning that the tornado is getting closer to us, the same way that I'm also getting closer to it. Whoa. Alright, we're upon the intercept point pretty soon. I'm just kind of losing control. Almost there. I can't accelerate. The wind might just be too high. Yeah, I think it is. It's just too high. Alright, we're almost there. A little bit further. This will have to do. Alright, let's get out of here. Thank goodness for the truck upgrades that I have, man. That would have been literal toast without them. We are getting a lot of F2, so let's just go ahead and do a little U-turn. So, the tornado that I'm seeing is... Why am I only getting F2? Is it because I'm right on the little edge of it? Is that why? Oh, might be that. That might be why. Alright, let's go see if we can go get the probe. We have about 1,600 F2 sample. That's a lot. I think I see it. There it is. Yeah, I need to get it more centered on. Alright. Get you, and let's try to intercept again. This time, let's try to be dead on the center. However, I see that it might be getting a little smaller. I'm not too sure. Whoa. I don't know. Let's keep chasing it though. Wait, let me just double check. It looks like it is getting a little smaller. Uh, okay. Yeah, it looks like it is weakening, so we might want to go to another one. There's another one over there. I see it right in front of me. Right there. You can see a huge tornado over there. That one's dying out a little bit. So, let's see. Where's this one at? This one should be... If this one is northeast, never east. So, northeast, around Stratford. Funnily enough, I don't see anything over there. So, it might be that it's still barely dropping down, or it's weakening to the point where it's not going to drop down anymore. Alright, we're about to find out. Doom. We're always cheesing the game. Alright, so we still have F1 pays 2 times more for a little longer. Yeah, it looks like the one over here by Stratford is becoming a bit weaker than I anticipated. That one over there to the right of us is basically completely gone. I think that might have lifted up completely, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really not seeing anything anymore. No, there still definitely is something there. Might just be very, very weak. Yeah, like I'm talking like some really weak wind speeds. Alright, so it looks like over up by Dayspring is where the next line of storms are going to be at, so let's go over there. So that would be never eat soggy waffles, so northwest that way. So we're going to keep going this way for however long it takes. And yeah, we'll see if we can find ourselves another tornado or something like that. Looks like there's a cell in that general direction. Whoa. Alright. I was gonna say, it looks like there's a cell in that general direction. I'm not sure if it's... What the fuck is that? Right there, you can see the little purple right there. Although that cell is dying out. You can see that tornado. It just dropped so fast. I think I was just over there too. Wow. Look at that behemoth. The wind speed is picking up quite a bit, actually. Interesting. Let's looking on the radar. Alright, looks like over there by Dayspring is the way to go, honestly. Sorry. Yes, Dayspring. That is a monster tornado up there. Look at that. It's gonna keep going until it reaches the end of the map. So, I'm gonna get a little bit of a jump on it. And I'm gonna keep going this way. So, I'm gonna keep going northwest until I reach some road or some sort of way that I can stay up there. Alright, looks like we're getting towards some town over here. Oh yeah, you can barely see that over there. Although we are getting further away from it, it's because of a good reason. We're trying to go to the other side of the map in order to catch storms a little bit by surprise. It might take a while. take let's stop right here. Put a sign. What does it say? Oh, nothing. All right, looks like the cell is developing over there. Nice. Oh. All right, there's some uneven territory. There's some uneven grounds ahead, but that should be okay. Whoa. All right, we are upside down. Northwest, we're going southwest, northeast. Northwest is the way to go over here. Look at that huge cell right there. My goodness. Wow, that is actually one of the more defined cells that I've seen, actually. Wow, that is huge. All right. Uh-oh. Southwest, northwest. Here we go. That is a huge cell. Oh my goodness. That looks huge. And then the one behind us is completely gone. Gotcha. Oh man, I just hit a rock. Road, I see a road. Oh my goodness, look at that. What a saving grace this is. The road. Alright, we're gonna sit over here. Oh. Oh no. Dayspring, you might be fried. I'm not gonna lie. What is that? Alright, looks like I see a tornado all the way. Oh, you can't even see it. You might be able to see it. I don't know. Right over there. Like a little bit to the left of that tree. You can kind of see the outline right there. Alright. So, Dayspring. Towns. Y'all get inside. Alright, looks like it's gonna pass nearby. I'm not too sure how it's gonna work. Alright, so let's go ahead and keep going straight to... Whoa! Let's keep going straight towards it, because if we keep going in a straight line, believe it or not, we're actually gonna do a pretty good intercept. We just gotta get into position properly. Estimated time of arrival is 7.5 minutes. Dude, we'll get there in like 3. Hold on, watch this. Boom, boom. Oh, this truck really can off-road. Oh, yeah, look at that. Keep an eye around us, because although we are fairly safe inside the truck, we're not invincible. If the tornado really wanted to, we could kill us. If it's anything more than like a F3, or even like a high-end F2, I think I'm borderline fried. Wind is picking up slightly. 32-mile-per-hour winds. We're getting closer to the intercept point. Alright, there it is. Right there. $99? Not very defined. Hold on. It is... it was stronger earlier. But it is coming in this direction still, so... Fingers crossed, as long as it's like an F3, I'll be able to get 500 F3 samples, so... Regardless, that's good. Look at that. Oh, now it's really defined. You can see it curving now. Yeah, just look at that. Yeah, now it's properly defined. Look at that. Now you can definitely tell that's a tornado. Alright, let's get back over there. Looks like we might have something over there, too. Looks like we might have another one over there on the ground. Over there. Oh yeah, that's definitely a tornado of some sort. Look over there. Look at how it's moving through the trees. You can see the rotation right there. Look at that. Alright, let's get inside and let's see what's up. Alright, we're right in the intercept point. Oh wow, looks like there's another one heading right towards us, actually. That one over there is actually headed right towards where we are. The reason that I have not deployed yet is because the probe has a battery in this version, meaning that we can't just put it anywhere we want. But yeah, you can see it right over there. It's coming like right towards us. Right in the middle of your screen. Alright. Go ahead and deploy now. Alright, deploy is done. Go ahead and get out of the way. Let's just move forward and then turn around. We should be fairly safe. Alright. Wind speed is picking up, but we should be okay. I want to go a little bit more north. Sorry, not... Yeah, a little bit more north. Sorry, west. I mean, sorry, my bad. We are getting F3 samples, though, which is good. And that is intensifying to what looks like an F4. Oh, my. Alright. Getting plenty of F. Something samples. Alright, we gotta get up to the probe fast. Should be somewhere ahead of us now. Behind this tree. There it is. Where'd it go? Here it is. We gotta get the probe, and then we gotta get to an intercept point. They're actually about to intercept together. Let's go ahead and go. Let's go right now. This is gonna be a really good opportunity, because we're basically gonna get double the tornado data. Let's go. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Wind speeds are gonna get a little sketchy, but we should be okay. Alright, come on. There's an F4 and an F3 about to intercept right now. Wow, that is incredibly well defined. I gotta be careful. Like I said, the wind speeds are gonna get incredibly sketchy here. Okay, we gotta back off a little bit. That was way too close for comfort. Alright. I'm gonna try to get ahead of them now. Alright. Deploy the probe. Alright, then we're gonna go this way. Alright. Jeez, it looks like the F4 is right behind me. Alright, I gotta actually get the hell out of here, because before that's actually gonna fuck me up really bad. I don't even know what's going on. I just see a bunch of dust and stuff. That right there is very dangerous. I do not like how that one looks at all. That one is a very dangerous storm right there. Tornado, sorry. Alright. Yeah. Oh, sorry. No, it is down. Okay. Now I see. Now I look stupid. Alright, hold on. Let's go ahead and get our probe. Where did I leave it? Where did I leave it? Over there. I see you. Yes. My probe. Looks like that one over there is actually dying out. Alright. Looks like that F4 is still going pretty strong, so let's go ahead and chase after it. See if we can get ahead of that one. F5 pays time 5 times more. Yeah, great, but oh my lord. I don't have any F5 samples, my guy. Is that one dying out? No, it's not. It can't be, right? Anything else around me? That might be a tornado over there, I'm not sure. I do see some sort of movement. Hey! I do see some sort of movement over there, but I don't know if that's a tornado or not. Looks like there's some flat ground ahead of us. We'll be able to see if it's strong or not. Looks like it just lifted. Alright. Alright, well, I mean, that was... Yeah, I was gonna say, that little bit right there might drop down another tornado right before it ends. Alright. Let's go ahead and see what we can do. So, mark it. Save game. Also, ignore the balance. I don't know how that happened, but, hey. Pretty cool. Go down, 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 down. There we go. We got one achievement. And that is it. We got one achievement. Nice. Well, that's one more achievement that we didn't have previously. So now we have 9 left. So which ones are we missing? 50 samples of F. I mean, I just need F5s in general. Like, look at that one. Collect 1,000 F5 samples. That is diabolical. But yeah, that makes quite a lot of sense. Huh. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Okay. What I could do, is I could just put the game at like the maximum amount of cells, maximum amount of tornadoes, and just farm everything. But the thing is that it's not a guarantee that these achievements do come by. So I don't really know. We did get this one. Which one is the rarest one that I have? 2% of people. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Collects 500 F5 samples. That's pretty damn hard. 1,000 and 1,000 F4s. Yeah, that's pretty tremendous. Go back to the main menu. Start. Let's just disable death. Let's just cheese as much as possible. Speed, very slow, very fast. Outbreak forces oh wow, really? Every cell produces a tornado with 80% chance of cycling. My goodness. That is actually kind of tremendous, I will not lie. So, max number of cells. Let's get in the... Let's get into EF30. Why not? Or let's get into TIV. The Tornado Intercept Vehicle 2003. How about that? Alright. Are you guys ready for a actually tremendous outbreak? This will be a tremendous outbreak. You will see. And I didn't even crank the settings all the way up. This is just some settings that I decided to kind of mess with. You can put up to 100 cells. I wonder what that looks like. That'd be insane. And then in outbreak mode, I believe that's what it was. Almost every single cell has a percentage or basically a guaranteed chance to create said tornado. Like, that's insane. Yo, look at this. We're inside of a div over here. That's very cool. All right, so looks like there's cells forming over to our southwest. Yo, this thing is huge. So we got a tornado, 2 tornadoes form, 3 tornadoes, 4 tornadoes, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. I can't even keep count. All right, let's just go ahead and try to intercept these guys. My goodness, well, this is about to be chaos right here. This is about to be chaos right here. There's like 5 tornadoes. We're heading southeast in the 2003 tornado intercept vehicle. Pretty cool, but nonetheless still very scary. Even if this vehicle can handle quite a bit more than what your default vehicle can because of the updates that it has. Wow, that became a huge tornado. That also became a huge tornado, and there's a lot of huge tornadoes everywhere around me. All right, let's try our best to not die. Looks like we're already. Oh Lord, oh God. There was something right ahead of me. I didn't even see it. Okay. We gotta get into position. We're gonna keep going forward. It looks like we were slightly outpacing. Oh shit. Okay, it looks like we were outpacing the tornado at one point. Okay. Keep going forward. Keep going forward. Keep going forward. Fuck. Keep hit. I didn't even hit anything that time. All right. Uh oh. All right. E-brake. Brake. Brake. That is a massive wedge. That is a collection of massive wedges. We're just holding down the e-brake. Oh my goodness, hold on. I feel kind of safe in this car, I'm not gonna lie though. Getting tons of F4 samples. Looks like the wind speeds are going down. Should I risk even going up there? I feel like it might not even be worth it. We're just gonna get flung right away. Although we do have death disabled. I don't know, I just remembered that. Alright. Let's see what we can do. Alright, let's go. Okay, so I was wrong. it seems that this truck can handle up to 200 mile per hour wind speeds, which is pretty tremendous, but keep in mind that tornadoes in this game can go well beyond 200. This is not like the enhanced Fujita scale that at around 200 dictates that it's a tornado, I believe. No, it's different. No, this one is different, my bad. We're just trying to get ahead of these guys right now. Careful. Wind speed's picking up a lot. We really don't want to go airborne over here. Shit. Alright, deploy probe. Alright, let's hunker down. Alright. Uh-oh, we're getting pulled. We're getting pulled. We're getting pulled. Alright, handbrake on. 244 mile per hour wind speeds. This would never work in real life. Hello, Army Derm. How you doing today? By the way, at around like 160, 180 in real life, this car would have been up in the sky, dude. Genuinely. My goodness, that was intense. Okay. Let's go ahead and get the probe back in here. Alright. Go ahead and get back inside, and let's go to try and catch up to it again. My lord, that was crazy. There's a lot of tornadoes on the ground right now. This vehicle can handle a lot, but it's not invincible. Looks like one of them just lifted over here. Okay. Looks like there's still pretty strong tornado somewhere. It looks like there's another one forming right on top of us. To the right of us, there's also a pretty strong one over here. Alright. Let's try to see if we can catch up to this one. Yeah, over there. We're going to try to get to as close as possible as we can to it. And mostly this is just for time's sake, really. So that we can catch it when it's at its strongest state. And get as many data points as possible. So we're going to go after this one over here. Boom! Let's go flying. Alright. Alright, well, it looks like it just disappeared. So that was a waste of time. Alright, let's take a look. What else do we have on the ground here? Looks like that one over there is a high-end F4. Maybe mid-end F4. Yeah, looks like that one died out. Looks like there is one behind us, though. Over there. So, let's go ahead and get back inside. Let's take a look over here. Damn, okay, so what can I do here? So, there is... That one is actually becoming increasingly strong. Yet, there's also... That one over there that's also really strong. So, I don't really know which... Yo. Is that a tornado inside of tornado? That looks like it. Or it might just be forming right in front of it. Alright. There's another one forming right there. Strong tornado over there. Looks like we have 4 strong tornadoes over there. One just formed in front of us. There's 2 ahead of us. 1 behind us. We're about to get sandwiched. Let's go ahead and get inside. Alright, let's take a look at the readings. Looks like a massive wedge over there in the center of the river. Oh no. Looks like Stratford is getting hit. Let's go ahead and warn Stratford. 14 deaths so far. Alright. Hopefully that'll save a couple lives. Alright, so it looks like we are not in the intercept path of any of these. So let's go ahead and start driving right now, because there's a lot of tornadoes near us. Okay, so we're around 600 meters away from the intercept path of one of these monster behemoths. I don't know which one. Let's find a way over there. Alright, looks like we're going the right way. Oh my god, look at that wedge. Look at that wedge up there. Alright. Let's try to get ahead of it. Only 400 more meters. We'll be there in around... Okay, wait. Wind speed is picking up. That is a monstrous wedge. Okay. We're almost there. Uh-oh. Alright, we're here. Let's get out of the truck. Play the probe. Look at that wedge right ahead of us. We're just surrounded by monster tornadoes. Alright, let's get back inside. Let's see if the truck is able to handle this wedge going on top of us. This truck can handle roughly around 200 mile/hour wind speeds. However, I don't have a lot of faith. We're about to get crushed in between these 2 monstrous tornadoes with those things. Just look at the... Just look at that. Okay. Looks like we're being hit by the tornado at this point. Wood is picking up even more. Hope is picking up a lot of F3. Wind speeds are in the upper hundreds. Are you driving in the water? Yes. Yes, I am driving in the water. Maybe it's just very shallow. Getting a lot of F3 data here. This is very good. Uh-oh. Wind speed. Oh god. Jesus. I'm getting picked up. Shit. Let's try to keep it on the ground. Damn it. Ah. I'm spinning like a ballerina. Alright, let's go ahead and get the probe now. That was pretty crazy. Looks like we did get some F5 samples though, because that was a tremendous freaking tornado right there, dude. That was crazy right there. Incredibly strong. I'm actually very surprised that it didn't pick us up further up. Alright, here's a good thing. Here's the good thing about being on the water. You can see the probe from so far away. Even now it's still picking up F2 samples. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep picking up F2s. There we go. Alright, look at that thing right there. My goodness, it took so many screenshots. Can you blame me though? Not really. I think it's huge. Alright, let's go ahead and try to intercept it again. Oh my goodness. And then this will most likely be the last intercept because... Oh, we actually got a lot of F5 samples. Alright, so if we could just drive into it, that would be great. Honestly, we could just drive into it and now that'll work. Oh, look at the rotation on that thing, dude. And it's not the only one. There's multiple of these. Alright, we're actually really struggling to get over there, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, come on. Wind speeds are picking up, that's good. We're just gonna, like, go ahead and just run inside this tornado. Alright. We need more. We need more to get... There it is. Looks like it's going southeast. Wind is dying down quite a lot. Tornado might be dying out, roping out. We're so close. I just need like... I need 80 more F5 samples. I just need to find an F5 that I could just jump into. And there's a lot of them. You can see most of the tornadoes are actually F5 or stronger, actually, so... Bless you, thank you. I gotta get my clothes out of the washing machine in a bit. Whoa, that is pretty freaky. Alright, let's go ahead and get back inside. What are we looking at here? Sorry, I have to reply to one of my guys, my friends, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wanna go see that one. Wait a second. Wait a second, I just realized something. That is, whoa, that is freaking strong tornado, look at that. Look at how it looks. It started off like as a thin stovepipe, but now it looks huge. Alright. Let's keep going forward. Let's try to get ahead of it. Final intercept. Winds are stable at around 50 miles per hour. We just need 80 more F5 samples and I'd be happy with that. Winds are picking up now that we're getting ahead of the tornado. Alright, we reach our intercept point. Probe is going outside. Alright, let's see here. Winds are picking up a little bit more. I think we might be able to tank this one. This one doesn't seem too strong. We might be able to just hold down the brake and let our vehicle do the rest. Hmm. Interesting. So it looks like it's not changing direction. However, over there by on the top left of the map, Dayspring. I need to warn that town. Oh shit! Looks like someone already died. Okay. Excuse me. Sorry. All right. All right. A lot of people in Dayspring are sheltering right now. Looks like, oh my god. I should have done that earlier. Look at the death toll. Lots of one saved. Two saved. Okay, so it looks like we are saving a couple of people. There's an F5 tornado going through the town of Dayspring right now. That is terrifying. Okay, looks like the tornado wind speed is picking up. Looks like something is finally near us. I think we should be able to... The truck can handle roughly around 200 to 210 mile per hour wind speeds. Oh, we are inside of the tornado right now. Oh, we're inside. We're holding out, though. We're holding out. This is good. Wind speed is increasing, though, and that's a little bit worrying. We're slowly reaching that limit right there. Shit. Just gonna hold down the E. Okay, okay. That is... Did not go past 180. Alright, it looks like we are saving a lot of lives, although a lot of those people are dead. Also. Alright, let's go ahead and get out. Wow, look at that. Just all around us, there's a bunch of huge tornadoes. Okay. Go ahead and retrieve that probe. Get back inside. Let's take a look at the map. Wow. We are lagging a lot, and it's most likely because of the destruction happening in one of these towns. Although I do have an RTX 3070, this game will struggle to run whenever destruction does begin to occur. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do... There's not much I can do. Oh! I'm so stupid! Why did I do that? Oh my god, there goes all my progress. That is not nice. No, I lost all my progress. Oh, what a shame. Alright, well. Let's, that's unfortunate. Oh well. Let's see here. So, let's see if this mod still works. Should be like the BMW, the E3, I believe. All right, let's take a look. Here we go. Look at that. And look at the little probe in the back. It's taking up most of the freaking seats in the back. Like I just no clips. That's pretty cool. Go ahead and get that back inside. Same truck noises. But now we have a cool little car. Boom. 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 This. Whoa! What is going on over here? Man, I looked away for 1 second. Oh, hey, I recognize that siren. Wink, wink. You can find that siren in the 2025 version of the game as well. Or sorry, the 2026 pre-release. Hey. Let's warn the residents of Silverfield. Let's do it. We did it. We're warning people. All right. Why is the wind speed picking up? Is there something near me that I should know about? Could just be a storm. I spy with my little eyes something over there. I see some sort of. I don't know. I could just be seeing stuff. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I unfortunately lost all my progress, but why is the wind picking up? There's something going on near me. Wind is picking up a lot more than it should be. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe for more. This game is on Steam. It's called Tornado Research and Rescue, designed or created by Sam Kennedy. There's also the 2025-2026 rebuild version of it. I recommend you go check it out. Anyways, like I said, if you like this video, sorry, if you like this live stream, like and subscribe for more. I'll be streaming more. Sorry, less, because I'm about to graduate high school, so there's gonna be a lot of stuff going on in the next couple of weeks, and yeah, so we'll be seeing how that goes. But anyways, thank you so much for you guys watching. If you like this type of content, like subscribe and like for more. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I've said that like 5 times now, and I'll see you guys next time. So yeah, peace out, y'all.